Spider's Web and our playthrough of Castle Ravenloft, and this is our 5th turn on our little campaign that we're running called After Him. And Speedia 1976 has decided that it was a good idea to have the point blank shots, so I brought it out here. That's all ready. He also wants us to change the stance. You can't quite see it on there, but it was on the Heartseeker stance. He wants us to change it to the Falling Hail stance to get a +4 bonus to attack rolls. So we're going to use that. Now, he also said for Cattie-Brie's turn, she would switch her stance to the +4 hits, Falling Hail, which we've done, and hopefully kill the kobold for her first action. If successful, explore the edge east from our viewpoint with the coffin, then use her ability to take 2 steps back into the room. Okay, so it says from your viewpoint to move. In fact, I'm going to just pop this over here a little more. So moves Cattie-Brie over here east to the coffin. Now I'm not sure whether this is what I mean to go in here, but you can't explore from here because it's a solid wall, so I'm assuming it means this area here, landing on that square. Then once it's explored, she can move back into here. I don't know, but that's how I'm reading it, so hopefully that's how it is. So Cattie-Brie is going to attack the kobold. I'm going to just move this over a little bit, and +4 bonus. I've set these up a bit dodgy because that's not the one I want. That's an adjacent monster. We want a monster within 2 tiles. So it's 6, +4 is 10. The kobold only has 3, so 18. And because of the environment card, we had another damage, 1 more damage. It only has 1 damage anyway, it's gone. So that's the kobold out of the way. The card with the 1 experience goes into our experience pile, and we take a treasure. Ta-da! Draw 3 treasure cards and keep 1, discard the others. Interesting. Alrighty then. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we have. We'll go with that one. Guided Strike. Until the end of your next hero phase, each hero gains a +2 bonus to attack rolls. And that's the one we're going to use. And I've discarded the others. So, discard at the end of my next hero phase. Anyway, we've done the attack. She's killed the kobold. Now it's movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has movement of 6, but she's just going to stay at 5. And we're going to turn a tile. And the tile we're going to turn is the Arcane Circle. as you've just seen, we have a skeleton inside the magic circle. Around the skeleton there is a dungeon skull, which is represented by this little token. One of the item tokens is the dungeon skull. And we have the skeleton card. Slight difference to this card. The hit points the skeleton has is 3. Now, the way this works is the dungeon skull has to be killed before we can attack the skeleton. The dungeon skull has 14 armour class and 6 hit points. And the skeleton has 3 hit points, unlike what it says on the card where it says 1. We're all low on health. I don't think we're going to survive this, but let's keep going, shall we? Staying with Katt and Cattie-Brie's skill, she can move 2, which takes her back into the crypt of Artemis. And that ends Cattie-Brie's turn. Now I'm going to leave the skeleton card out because that skeleton card acts as the what do you call it, the villain card. It will activate at the end of each hero's turn. What I'm also going to do on the hero card is put 3 hit points, and I will be removing those rather than putting them on at random. I just want to make sure that I remember that it's got 3. I'll take them off there and put them around the skeleton when need be. But it's now Quinn's turn, and the start of Quinn's turn, it's going to be, in case of having a look through the cards, there's nothing really he can do with that at the moment. Because we have to get rid of the skull first, so there's not much point in looking at that, but we can have a look at the rest of the items as we go along. So he has no special cards or anything. So he's just going to make his move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to make an attack with the Sacred Flame. Attack one monster within 1 tile of you. If you hit, choose yourself or 1 hero on your tile. That hero regains 1 hit point. I'll show you the card there. Okay. So, the skull. In fact, the skull should have attacked Cattie-Brie. Let me have a look at this. The dungeon skull moves adjacent to the nearest hero within 2 tiles and attacks with a chomp. Okay, so before I go back with Quinn, let me just go with this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Right, I think Cattie-Brie is going to be the closest. 1, 2, and he's already adjacent. Let me just check. within 2 tiles and attacks with a chomp. Yep, okay, 1, 2. Attacks with a chomp. Cattie-Brie has an armour class of 16. The chomp hits with a +7. Oh dear. Just missed. Nice. And the skull moves back to the skeleton. That's that done. Now we'll have Quinn's turn. And we'll try again. So as I said, we're going to be using Sacred Flame. And that will be against the skull, obviously. So Sacred Flame, +6 attack. The score is 14. 16. That's 1 damage to the skull. Yay. That's what I like to say. I'm just going to put this, start that there, so because I'm going to be moving the skull around, and I don't want to be having to faff about with all these. So next, another thing I forgot to mention: we don't draw encounter cards while we're fighting these. So that is. And Quinn gets to heal a point of damage, and we're going to heal Cat. I just heard somebody outside. So we're going to heal Cat. So we've got 4 hit points now. And it's now Cat's turn. Oops. So we'll move Quinn out of the way and bring Cat forward. Let's see what she can do. She has a number of things that might be wonderful in this particular encounter. We have use this power at the start of your hero phase. You gain a +4 bonus to attack rolls and deal 1 damage or +1 damage until the end of your next hero phase. Okay, so we'll use that, and we'll also attack with Dagger Barrage. Choose a tile within 1 tile of you, attack each monster on that tile. It causes 2 damage or 1 damage if it misses. So we have 7 + 4 is 11. It causes 2, the Dagger Barrage causes 2 damage if it hits, and this one deals +1 damage until the end of your next hero phase rather. So I'll put them to one side. So it's 11 against 14. Please let us have higher than 3. 13. Okay, so that causes 2 damage. Now this particular damage counter has a number 2 on it, so that's caused 2 damage. And an extra one as well for the sneak attack. Those 2 now cannot be used. Unfortunately, they are over with. But that has actually done some damage. We need 2 more points of damage off this character, and I think now that we're near the end, I think I'm going to take Cattie-Brie's turn and see if we can get rid of this skull this time. Okay, because I know full well what's going to be done. I know what everybody's going to suggest, and not that I don't want to hear your suggestions, but in fact no, I'm not going to. I'm going to listen to your suggestions. As I said, you were going to be controlling Cattie-Brie, so you're going to be controlling Cattie-Brie right to the end. So here's her card. In fact, I did forget about something, but I've not needed it, to be honest, so that's perfectly fine. That's her cards. I'd forgot about this. Until the end of your next hero phase, each hero gains a +2 bonus to attack rolls. As I say, we've not needed it, so it's not come into any issue. It's not as if we've missed attacking the skull. We've caused a hell of a lot of damage, and I'm really surprised we've got that much. Oh, in fact, the skull has to attack again. I'd forgot about that. It has to attack Quinn, and it has to attack... In fact, it has to attack Quinn twice, so I'm going to do that now. Because I used it with Quinn's turn, and used it with Katt's turn, and once this... it doesn't say that. Well, that's fine. It only says the skeleton acts as a villain. It doesn't say about the skull. So the skull, I don't think does attack, because that was taken by Cattie-Brie. But let's say I will take some photographs now of the cards of what we have, and then you can let me know what you want us to do in the next playthrough. So until then, as always, take care, God bless, and bye for now.